And we are live. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, we're going to do a quick countdown and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me find the countdown first. Hello, everyone. Welcome to whatever this show is called. I'm Nikisha Bond, your host, and I have my wonderful bonus daughter, Miss Lovely Ashley, here today. And she, of course, is a business owner. So, of course, she has a wonderful company out there in Houston, Texas. Oh my goodness, it's so early in the morning for me, guys. Called Divine Aesthetics. And I'm so excited about this particular conversation because she's actually pivoting. And so it's always exciting when you have existing businesses who see a new niche in the market and they want to go ahead and take advantage of it. And so, Ashley, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now and what it is that you're hoping to get into?
So right now I am a lash tech. I do permanent lash extensions, um, and I'm trying to get into being a supplier for lash techs, where I make or sell lashes, lash supplies, and sell what is it like my knowledge to and, girls that are wanting to start their business as a lash tech or learn deeper into the market and new skills. So hopefully I'm wanting to offer some classes about the things that I already know, about the styles that I work with, and yeah, I'm hoping to become just everything, put my hand in everything in the lash industry.
Yes, yes.
Teacher,
I
salon owner, supplier.
Hair salon owner, supplier. Okay, great, great. So, what do you find right now as you're starting to kind of transition into this new industry? What are some of the challenges that you're encountering that maybe we can talk about? Because I know that I have a great 6 week business plan that will kind of pop in here. Not a 6 week business plan, but I have a one-page business plan that will kind of pop in here. But what are some of the struggles that you're having with as you're starting to transition?
Definitely finding the right market. Trying to see where exactly I want to fit in, what type of clients I want to have, um, and really testing the price points, finding um, ambassadors. It's really just a whole new set of things that I need to learn because as a lash tech, you don't really have to know the specifics about every little detail about the supplies that you're using. But now that I want to be a supplier, I really need to do more research about ingredients, what they do, how they react, like, so I can have an upper hand and also have the best products, you know. Um, so really, it's just the aspect of having to relearn almost a whole new subject when it comes to,
Right?
like, it's the same thing, but it's completely different, a completely new um, side of it that you just have to explore, find out.
Yeah. So what you're doing right now, what they call in the lean market is you're introducing MVP, which is a minimum viable product. So you're starting with something kind of like you have an idea. You know that you have a niche in the marketplace. You know that you can add value to the marketplace. You know that you can solve market for the marketplace, but you just don't know how the market is going to receive you because you're just starting out. So whenever you're going to do an MVP, what you want to do is have like a small test that you can take out to market and get client feedback from. Because what you want to do is you want to build something that clients will actually buy. And the best way to do that is to work exactly with the client. So I think this is a perfect time to go ahead and add. So I thank you so much. I'm working on this workshop that I want to present, and it just talks about a business plan that's just one page that helps you to kind of organize the stuff that you're talking about. So I want to just kind of go through this. So successful businesses, they solve problems in the marketplace with their goods and services. So what are three problems that you are solving in the marketplace? Like what are some three of the problems that you see that you have that you
I'm
see?
solving I'm solving the issue of girls feeling like they have to put in so much time and effort to learn how to do certain things
Mm-hmm.
by taking a lot of the thought out of, lashing. Um, so making it easier,
Okay.
making making it faster,
Okay.
um, and making it more affordable. So you can't. I mean, um, lash supplies are expensive, so I
Mm-hmm.
want to be affordable. Um, a lot of girls aren't able to start this business because it is so pricey just to start off with school, with classes, with everything that comes in it. It's so expensive. So I kind of want to be a little bit more affordable for the girls that are starting off. I am taking the all of the thought out of making the perfect lash set for eyes. I am wanting to create like an ebook so they literally don't have to do any of the trial and error. They don't have to take any of the time that I took to learn all of the
Mm-hmm.
skills. They're literally just gonna read it right there, and they're just gonna absorb it, and it'll be way, way quicker that way. And then another one is I forgot what the other one that I said was.
I think you said you're saving time. It's more affordable, and you're taking all the errors out of it, which are all great because basically in lean, you're taking the waste out of the product. And so when you're thinking about it from a lean standpoint, there's something called a value stream map, which is from the time the client wants to buy something from you to the time that they actually get serviced by you. And so clients only want to pay for things that add value to them. So for example, if you're a lash tech and let's say that it takes you 3 minutes to organize all of your lashes and get everything ready, don't want to pay for that because that's your issue, right? So, but you still have to kind of charge them for that because it's still your time. You still have to do it. When you're able to put something into the marketplace that eliminates that time, you're actually giving more value to the customer because they don't want to pay for that anyway. And you're allowing the lash tech to be more efficient. So now they'll be able to receive more clients. So that is a really, really great value proposition. So let's keep going on that vein because okay, so now you're solving problems in the marketplace. Now you want to think about your customer segments. So you want to list your target customers. So I have a form that I got to insert in here. And basically, what the form does is it kind of says if you were to pick out your perfect customer, what would they be like? So, for example, you know that we do landscape construction. So one of our perfect clients are people who move into new homes and they have nothing in their backyard, right? Because we don't have to remove anything and now we get to just plan something from the beginning. So that would be our ideal customers. Now there's other customers, people who are renovating their homes, people who just want to have a new look, or people who want to just take out their grass and put in sod and put in turf. Those are all good clients too. But if you were thinking about the perfect client would be, who would be your perfect client when it comes to this new business that you're doing?
My perfect client would be girls that are not just starting off, but they're kind of getting the hang of it, but they want to step up their game. They're trying to up it. They're trying to figure out what can I do to add, like you said, add value to myself, make my work better, and just overall make more money, get more people. I don't want. Typically, I wouldn't want somebody that's super new, just now starting out. Like I want somebody that kind of knows what they're doing because things that I'm offering are for people that kind of already know what they're doing, that just kind of need more guidance. And so my perfect client would be the the not new, the sort of new lash tech, sort of
Okay,
new, somebody that's gained clients, but they have regulars, but now they're looking to gain more clients.
okay. So you're probably looking for people who are maybe 6 months out of graduation who have already started to build a clientele. They've gotten used to the whole rhythm of how being a lash tech works. And now they're thinking of how do I scale my business? How do I take it to the next level? That's where you're going to come in. That is so important that you understand who that client is because now you're really doing more of a B2B marketing. So you're going to be talking to people who are already in business. So when you're talking to people who are already in business, you always have to think of what are the things that they find valuable. They find saving money valuable. They find saving time valuable. So those are all the things, the key points that you talked about in the solving problems that you're going to want to make sure that you bring out to your clients because those are definitely going to be the things that they're looking for. So it's good that you have problems that you're solving that are in line with the client that you have. So this is already shaping up to be a great business. Okay, so we already talked about solutions. This came in a certain order, but let's talk a little bit about your unique value proposition. So, a unique value proposition is a single, clear, compelling message that states why you are different and worth paying attention to. So, I'll give you an example. So for us, our unique value proposition is that we are a landscape construction company and we specialize in synthetic turf. We've been in business for over 18 years, licensed, bonded, and insured, and we can help you with anything, all the way from design concept to installation. You're going to be working with one team. It's a family owned and operated. You have a husband and wife team out on the field and in the office, and you have kids who are coming into the business as well. And so, because we've been doing it for 18 years, most people are not going to be able to compete with that. We have a license that nobody really has anymore because we've been doing it for so long, but nobody needs that license anymore. So that's like our no, actually that's our unique advantage. I'm sorry, I got off. Our unique value proposition is probably just the fact that we're a one-stop shop. Like, you can come to us and we can handle everything that you need from the time, even if you don't have a design, we can help you create a design all the way to execution. So what would be your unique value proposition out of all of the people that they can buy lashes from? Why would they want to buy lashes from you? Like, what are you offering that nobody else is offering?
So one thing that I think I'm offering is genuine love for clients, and like actually I'm very open with my clients and what I post on my social media about being very love oriented. And it's what I do is not for money, it's not for monetary value. It's strictly to make others happy, to bring joy, to make women feel beautiful. Like, my goal is really, I'm different because I focus more on the feelings that it brings to the clients more than what I can get from the clients. I focus on what I can give to them more than what they can give to me.
Okay. I
Like,
love that. I love that. Now let's talk a little bit more. Like, okay, so I'm a business owner, and I love that you love your clients, right? But I'm thinking, how are you loving your clients going to help me make money? So how can you talk to what your unique value proposition would be to me? Like, maybe I just don't understand it, but
well, for me, okay, so
yeah,
I have,
let's dive into that a little bit.
I have, well, okay, so let me speak from like the future.
Yeah, yeah. Speak to
Um,
me like I'm a potential client and you're telling me like I want to buy lashes from you. You're coming into my shop. I'm a 6 month lash tech. I want to do my business. I've watched you on social media. You look like you know what you're doing, for the most part. So now you're coming in and you're telling me why I should stop using from my current supplier and why I should start using you. And I do like the idea that you take care of your actual clients, because you definitely can take care of me. But I think that when you're explaining it to me, you want to explain it to me in a way that I will understand, because I don't understand your relationship with your clients, but I can understand the relationship you want to create with me. So what would you say? Now you're trying to convince me to move from my lash tech and come to you. So why do I want to go?
um, so I'm gonna speak from the standpoint of my lash supply business.
Yeah, you have
So
lash supply business. Mhm.
my lash supplies are, they okay. Hold on, let me think. So they are tested and approved by the best known lash techs in Houston.
Okay.
So, um, if you want to be one of the best lash techs, then use what all the best lash techs are using.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, so now you're definitely giving me some social currency. So you're telling me what the standard is in the industry, and you're saying that you can supply the standard to me. Okay, great. And so now, what if your price is a little bit more than what I'm paying? So you tell me your price is so we're negotiating. I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to have the best stuff that everyone. Ooh, but now you're like $2 more than what I'm currently getting it for. Now what?
So, in that case, let me think.
Well, I
All of
know
my,
that you could.
all of my supplies are the highest quality. You will always get top notch customer service. So if anything is wrong, you will definitely be getting either reimbursed or the problem will be solved. So not only are you getting the actual lash brand, but you're also getting anything that you need else with it. You're also getting the experience that I've gained you're gaining
So like you're providing me with a training manual of like your successful.
yes, so I'm instructing you on how to use the lashes.
Okay.
Um and not only that, but these are the highest quality of supplies of lashes. Like, they are the best of the best.
Okay, I love that. And then also, I know that you can talk about Trent. You were going to deliver, maybe having delivery in there as well as another
Yes.
unique value. So
And
one of
I'm
the
gonna
things,
quickly deliver.
yeah. So one of the things that whenever you're talking to clients, they always want to know what type of value are you going to get. They only care about themselves. Like, you're going to do this for me. You're giving me the best quality. You're going to deliver it to my doorstep. You're giving give hey, if you have any problems, give me a call. I'm available 24 hours. You know, you can always order on my social media. You can order from me and I'll have it to you within X amount of days. So when you're thinking of your unique value proposition, think of like what type of value are you giving them? So like for us, it's always like we have a 5-year warranty. We've been in business for a long time. Give us a call. We'll just come out there. We'll take care of it for you. And so we always like to give people information and training, even if they're not paying us. So another thing that you can say is one thing that you do with your lashes that maybe other people don't do is you show them the best way to apply them so that they're, you know, saving time, so that they're putting it on and they're not going to have any mistakes because they're going to be using some of the techniques that are used on the stars. So things like that can show like, oh, wow, if I partner with Divine Aesthetics, then you guys are going to be giving me all these additional things in addition to just giving me lashes. So sometimes when the comes down to price, because sometimes people only care about price. And so sometimes you can't change people if it only cares about price. But you want to bring so much value to them that they stop thinking about the price, because now all of a sudden that extra $2 that they're paying is now being filled with all the additional value that you're adding to the process. So just some things to think about. And so channels, list your path to the customers. So have you thought about how you're going to get these new clients?
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to basically cold message, reach out to them, and then gain not only their support, but then the support of their supporters.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then also obviously paid marketing.
Okay. Paid marketing. Are you going to be using a lot of social media?
Yes, because I feel like that
Okay.
is the main channel right now for lash techs. Is going to be Instagram,
Instagram.
especially for lash trays, like lash artists, like actual lash artists. So it's going to be
Okay.
mostly
All right.
Instagram.
Mostly Instagram. What
Most
about LinkedIn? I don't know.
no,
I'm just thinking. Do you think that would be a good spot?
most lash techs are we're more of a visual, art. So
Mm-hmm.
mainly I haven't seen any lash techs on LinkedIn or like, but I also haven't looked.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it could be a good opportunity just because if you find lash techs on LinkedIn, usually LinkedIn is more business. So if I was a lash tech and I was looking for a new supplier, do they
They
go on Instagram or do they go on LinkedIn? I don't know. I'm
they
asking.
go on Instagram.
Okay. See, maybe I'm
They
just too old.
really what most lash brands are word of mouth,
Okay.
because even the really big lash brands, I don't see many advertisements for them.
Hmm.
I see just people posting them, and that's how you hear about them, is by other lash techs posting the cute packaging, which is super important because they want that's super important. That's why I'm looking into rebranding, is because it's very important. Girls want to post. Like, I see constantly girls posting this one lash brand that they're just like, oh my gosh, the packaging is so cute this month. They change it every month. So,
Oh.
but their actual packaging is very simple.
Hmm.
It's just the little pretty boxes that they're dressed up in. So, but that is very important, and I have not seen one advertisement for their lash brand, but they are so popular and they're using, like, everybody uses them.
Hmm.
But my lashes compete with them.
Okay. That's great. That's great. Okay, well, you might not we won't go too much into revenue streams and cost structures. I'm just going to touch on it. Is just thinking of how you're going to be earning money, which is probably just mainly selling the trays, and then list your fixed and variable costs. So you just mentioned something that I thought was really interesting. Are you thinking of doing kind of like affiliate marketing too, working with different lash techs in the industry and providing samples for them to kind of promote the brand and stuff like that?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna work that because I don't want to be giving too much in
Hmm.
the beginning stages of my business. You know, like I wanna definitely build with certain lash techs so we can work up to them getting way more perks. You know, but you were telling me before, I kind of want to grow with these lash techs that I'm working with, so they feel like they're a part of it. They feel like this is their business too. Like, you know what I mean? So
Hmm.
the more they love it, the more their supporters will love it, the more word of like, because really it's all word of mouth. It's
All
all
word
word
of
of
mouth.
mouth.
Okay. That's interesting because it sounds like a really small community. Because like when you were telling me about it, I'm like, I literally know nothing about lashes, but it's like a whole like community of people and a whole group. And so, that kind of take back to the channels. Maybe something you can think of is how can you be a facilitator of this group, because that will help you to build your brand. If you are someone who helps to provide the latest and greatest information, like if you had a blog or if you had, like an Instagram page where you were constantly posting different lash techs and all of their different techniques so that people started coming to you and your brand for more information, because if they're going to the other brands because they're pretty, maybe you can be pretty and informative. And so your social media can be around like
Get into the what, bro?
She came.
What happened?
sorry about that. I just got totally kicked out for
I'm
some.
like, what happened?
Anyway, sorry about that. So maybe you can be a facilitator of bringing people together, for like educational purposes. I don't know if that's something that they do, like, or is that something that they do in your industry? Like, do they have like conferences where you bring lash techs together and you tell them about, the latest and greatest stuff?
I haven't. So the some lash techs. So what you're saying, like how some lash techs are based on information,
Hmm.
or some lash brands are based on information. There's a couple. I do need to list my top competitors, but yes, there are some that do come from that angle of we're the specialists, like we're the right way, like very like
We're the
by the
boss.
by the book type of corporate. You know what I mean? So
Right.
and then there are more fun ones that and this main brand that is the fun one. I like the way that they do their business because you see you go on a lash tech, like I'll find a lash tech that I like in their bio, it'll be Elon brand ambassador.
Hmm.
Right then and there, people are already clicking on it, like is the most used. And lash techs from other states follow me, so I already know I'm good at what I do. If I started to offer classes, I know I could sell some for sure.
Hmm.
um so um there are seminars. That is something that I would be very interested in doing and getting into. Like I want to give away sauce for free.
Hmm.
That makes sense. Like
Oh.
I don't want to be a gatekeeper to the business because I feel like anybody, like, so for me, I will never, like, if I go get my lashes done by another lash tech, I'm gonna tag whoever did it on
Hmm.
me, because I don't feel like because I post another lash tech that's gonna take away from my pocket. I am good at what I do, and I'm different. What I basically want to do is show girls that they can be different. Teach them how to be different. Teach them how to be different.
Do you think one of the things like okay, so I don't know if you remember this. Okay, we're talking about unfair advantage, and that's what we're creating right now. Is how do you create an unfair advantage. Okay, so way back in the day, there was this product called Rio, and it was like this product that you put on your hair and like made your hair really, really shaky. I don't know if it actually worked, but it was like, oh, Rio girls, and like they would all like shake their hair together, and it was like a group of women, and it was like, oh, I want to be that group of women. Do you think that you can create like that girl, like that group of women of that girls? Like, because you said something earlier, how like you love on your clients, and like, how do you create like a community of lash techs that's kind of like based in love and that's fun and that's like it's taking the brand and taking your personality and bringing them all together? Like maybe you guys can do meetups, maybe you guys can do like group things or like have like trips, like brand ambassador trips type things, so that it can be more than just, I'm selling you lashes, but
It's a
like,
movement.
yeah, like a movement. And it can be like a movement that's more based on love. And like one thing else that you were talking about is like you want to share the sauce. So it's like, I'm not going to be a gatekeeper. Like I've learned all of these things and I want to share it with you. And I want you to be a part of this journey with me. And so maybe that's kind of like what your brand is like you have fun and exciting packaging. You have, trips that all of your brand ambassadors go on so people can see everybody being together. You also have like trainings where you do all of the like get-togethers or those masterclass workshops, right? Where you get all of the different, and maybe your job is to get like all of your brand ambassadors and everyone who kind of facilitates that to come together and be like, we're going to teach a masterclass together. And so now when people are brand ambassadors or when they're kind of like a part of this group, a part of this, community, it's more than just buying lashes. Like you're now a part of the it girls. Like now you're taking pictures with,
Yes.
everybody looking amazing and everybody loving each other and supporting each other. Because I think one thing that when I see is kind of like a lot of brands are you can't sit with us type of thing, but maybe your brand can be more love and more inclusive and more like no
You
matter what.
can sit with us.
Yeah, you can. Oh, I love that. You can sit with us. That would be so pretty, like a
So,
whole.
and I love that you say that because that is very, so what I kind of want to do for my brand is like, I wanted to have branches. So like for me, I want to have not only girls use my products, but them be a part of Divine Aesthetics. Like you're saying, like you are a Divine Aesthetics girl. Like
Yeah.
you're like you are in a different state, but you're Divine Aesthetics. That's you. So for me, I want to definitely, like you said, have classes where I'm constantly teaching my students, new information, how to stay up to date, like actually giving them marketing skills, things that other places are not doing. Like
Exactly.
there's no lash school that's teaching you how to market properly, for sure.
Right. Or
And
how to
like
grow your social media.
I want to be so when you go to a good lash tech, they offer classes, you can get a certification.
Hmm.
Okay. So but like I want mine to be like you're certified underneath Divine Aesthetics. So like
Yeah,
this is a whole title. It's like, whoa, this person, we already know she's gonna be good because she's
that's
certified
amazing.
under Divine Aesthetics.
Yes, and I think that that is a great way to build a brand and to have it be fun and creative and loving. And so when you're having a lot of these lash techs, because a lot of people, the reason why they want to post is because it gives them some type of a social currency, right? It means something to post. So like that other brand that you were talking about, when people are posting that, it means something to them. They
Mhm.
are now being affiliated with something that does whatever. And so your brand is going to be like, yes, you can sit with us. We want to make all the girlies cute. We want to get everybody to be, the best versions of themselves. And not just, we're starting with lashes, but maybe we can go on to, hair and to nails and providing all of these different services and figuring out how to bring beauty down to every day because everyone deserves to be beautiful. It doesn't have to be some exclusive club where, you can't get in it. Or, even for someone like myself who doesn't do lashes, even doing some type of media for us, like, the benefits of lashes, why you would want to use lashes versus not, or like people like me who wear glasses. Like I would like to have lashes, but I would like maybe like a shorter, thicker something, but it doesn't touch my that doesn't touch my glasses. So if you're doing different types of trainings on, okay, these are the lashes for girlies who wear glasses, lashes for girlies who wear glasses, like you can do, lashes for girlies with almond eyes, lashes for girlies with, different types of eye shapes, different types of eye issues. And I think when you start getting really specific like that, people will be like, "Ooh, that's really interesting," because now you're not only talking to a lash tech, but you're also talking to a consumer who would be like, I would think lashes wouldn't work for me. But like if there was a video out there that said lashes for girls who wear glasses, then it'd be like, oh, okay, great. So then I would want to go to that brand and I would want to find someone who specializes in, using that brand, who knows how to deal with girls who have glasses. So I think all of those things are great things that can help you to grow your brand and really differentiate yourself. And so that's really the last piece of the workshop. Did you have any other thoughts that you wanted to go through?
Not at this very moment. I love this conversation. I think
I think you did good.
I love it.
Yes.
Never fails.
Right? You are on your way. You have a really, really great plan. And I think I really love how just kind of talking about all these things and bringing in the love and the cuteness. And I don't know, something like, what's really coming to mind that would be super cute? And maybe it's dumb, but like, I love the Lisa Frank. I don't know if you remember them from way back in the day. That was like such a huge brand with like Trapper Keepers. And it was like so colorful and bright and just like in your face and like super girly and cute. So I know the brand. I love the logo that you have now, and I know you're working on a redesign. And so, what are you thinking of? Kind of, how do you want to change your aesthetic? What is your new aesthetic going to look like?
I actually am looking into getting like more of a cutesy type of bubbly, more colorful type of cartoony design. Something that is going to look cute on bottles, So just something that I can put places, something that is separate from just that, because I love the logo, but it's also kind of hard to read. I want like two kinds of logos, or maybe three, one where it's like the whole name and then one that's like an actual icon.
Yes.
But I definitely am looking into something more cutesy style, anime-ish kind of look.
Oh, I love that. I think that would be super, super cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when you're doing your logo, I love what you were saying. Try to think of an icon like a Nike swoosh, right? That swoosh can go on its own. That was one of the things that we really thought of when we created our logo, is something that could just stand on its own, that could represent your whole brand without having to have any words. So people see that and they're like, that's her, right? And so that way it can be on t-shirts, that way it can be on hats, that way it can be something that can be, put everywhere else. And so I'm really excited to see the next vision of Divine Aesthetics. So just let everybody know how they can reach out to you on your social media, so that everybody knows how they can get to know you and take advantage of your wonderful products. Because I've seen her on social media. I can't even tell that they're lashes, other than I'm like, who grows their lashes that long? Right? But tell them how they can get to know you and they can take advantage of your products.
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Divine Aesthetics 222. Come tell your friends, tell your moms, tell your sisters, tell your wives. Come get done. Come get done up. Come get beautiful. And come get some products.
There you go. And everybody be watching out. Divine Aesthetics coming near you. She is going worldwide with her brand. I love this. The only way to be super, super wealthy, like first when you start a business, you work for yourself. Sorry. And then after that, now you're trying to scale. And this is a perfect brand that can really, really scale and grow huge. So super excited for you. All right, everyone. We're going to go ahead and end it. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.